Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Noles will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. In motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Plows through the defense.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You gotta love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now.
Snags it, and he's open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Right back to the well. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Sayin to throw. Flips it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Booster!
Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Motion from the back. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a
touchdown, Ohio State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Dances away. Fires downfield. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Running it to the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Florida State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line, where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Cross. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll run it again. Maybe a crease. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Making side adjustments here. Say it. Caught by Smith. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Run inside. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, say it. Lets it go. Complete downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that You want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Gets the back moving.
Jet. Shift. Jack, check. 2290 mountain. 2290 mountain.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Buckeyes are flying down the field.
Down, ready. Black 14. Black 14. Go, go.
Running inside. It's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Here's Julian saying to throw. He's going for it all. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To throw, it's Daniels. Looking to take a shot. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
And the Knowles decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. At the 20, he's got space. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go. Ready, check, check, check. Ready to go.
From the red zone, it's Jackson. And he's in! Touchdown, Buckeye!
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score in the football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time gashes them in the middle. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Seminoles!
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The run inside. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Julian with the play fake. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the first down. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Rock. Return.
Zayn. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's West. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Switch it. Where did he go?
They go right back to it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Might have a chance. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Sayin to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Say it. He unleashes a long one. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
But you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Change now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now the play fake. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We work our way toward halftime. Timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throwing, say it. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Bulldogs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Gets it to the back. And the defense drags him down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. He might want another play. Again, it's Sayin. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. At the 30. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Noles. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. On the run, it's West. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It's caught. Open space in the middle. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to.
The extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. And they're going to get it into the end zone after getting the kick blocked. They wind up with a 2-point conversion. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To the air, it's Daniels. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Fires quickly. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. All the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
To the air, it's Daniels. Still looking, on the move. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Hey, take it. Return.
Say it. He's going to fire deep. Upstairs, he's got it. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Jackson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they've moved out front here on the fourth.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
Makes the grab for the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They're going to ride this running back.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. Here's a little room there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Going with the ground game left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He breaks a tackle. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The Seminoles back in the lead.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. The give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll keep it on second down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Say it. He's taking a deep shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. So North Dakota State lined up and ready to kick it away to get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Washington State will have to boot it away. Getting a look at the punt team this quickly wasn't really in the game plan as they go 3 and out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Hayes. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's got it again. Breaks the tackle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Working the middle, it's complete.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Maybe some room here. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Caught by Williams on the left. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Got a little grass. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. The short hands. It's Collins. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
On the move, it's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, he'll throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, I think they were really hoping they'd go in at halftime and get this guy settled down and find a rhythm for him. That has not been the case, though. We're here in the second half. He's just 1 for 7 throwing the football and throws another incompletion. You're really scratching your head now if you're the offensive coordinator because you are digging deep into your playbook trying to find a completion for this guy.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Washington State looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Caught behind the line. It's Collins.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he's still running after the move. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. And that holding penalty has really increased the degree of difficulty here on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Got his man. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there.
There's a crease. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wazoo! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Back to pass, it's Hayes. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Caught by Williams on the right.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He started scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Takes it in. Touch. North Dakota State. They'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball, they wanted to do something with it, and they did.
Number 77, set to kick this one forward.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Back to the ground game on the left. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Finding some room. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougars. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Number 38, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Scott. And they swarm him under.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That's reeled in. It's Scott. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Punch it out of the air. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's going to let it go. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Number 38 on the field goal.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 7 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Gamecocks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3.
Makes the grab in their space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man. They went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this 2nd half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Wide open downfield. Caught, and he's got room. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Washington State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes...
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete to Williams over the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Off the play fake. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing it. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
You know, it comes down to decision-making at this position more often than not. It's these guys that decide the outcome of games. And that time, I like the decision to scramble and buy time and try to extend and create. I just hate the decision running out of bounds. Why not just throw it away and save yourself a couple of yards?
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown. Like, we've seen bad decisions, trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. The give from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Hayes. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to run it. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Headed for the fourth quarter now, and this quarterback battle looks like this. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, looking for a man. Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back open in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. He wants to throw it again. Over the middle, it's Williams. There he goes. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Finds us back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal today. Guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run.
There's some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Cougars have this offense rolling. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've...
Makes a grab and room to run. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Nice move there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Give to the back. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness in this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Cod.